Hello Linksers, it's Dark, Links108, welcome back to the Golf Club 2019 Summer Swansong. Oops, that's the wrong thing, there we go. In this episode, we're gonna do Pinehurst number 1. Now I was looking for all the 10 Pinehurst courses, but we only have 1, 4, and I think 9 in this. And I don't even think the 9th is actually the actual 9th, but yeah. So because we have enough people playing this, I'm gonna have handicap scoring enabled, and then we'll change the time of day to afternoon. Wind direction to west, and then low. Overcast. Now, the singular time I played this, I played on the first pins. I think I saw the second pins, and I think that's it, so I will instead be doing pin 3 today. Because I'm pretty sure if I look, actually sorted by scores and stuff. I did have a did have a 30 pin, I think. I don't know if I noticed it. But yeah. We're gonna have to go with this. Here we go.
Hello there, and a heartfelt welcome to you. My name is John.
Here we are again.
I'd like to thank you very much for being with us today. But right now, let's get down to business, get down to that first tee, and see what you can do.
Now, here's the first, Pinehurst number 1, which is supposed to be the first course at Pinehurst. The original one. And of course, this isn't an official course. Because right now I'm not doing official XB/2K official courses yet, until after I'm gone through the default TPC courses.
And let's see how he does on this hole.
So yeah. We will be going through at least this, the 4th, and that 9th Pinehurst course at some point. But I'm not sure when I'm going to do them.
Let's see what he does here. He's about 150 yards out.
This shouldn't take too long as there's only one ghost. So yeah. And he has pinned 1. I have pinned 3 today. Yeah, that looks about as well as I expected. Okay, here we go. It's heading straight for it. Look at that. That's a really good putt.
Sweet. And a 7-foot putt for him.
Very fast greens.
Here we go. This putt for the bird.
Wow.
Well done.
There we go.
Even par after the first hole.
So that means I gained a stroke on the first 5, on the 5 holes here and the 4 of the others. Okay. In the back.
Nice solid birdie on that last hole. We got another birdie in the works here.
Yeah, 6-1 par 5. You can tell. You can look at these massive sand traps, which is supposed to be the shale, whatever it's supposed to be.
That was a tee shot. Just spanked it.
Okay. Yeah, this is supposed to be emulate the Pinehurst rocky shale that exists. If I search for Pinehurst, I'll find out.
And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has.
Yeah. Yeah, sandscapes, yeah, and scrub, yeah. So yeah. For some reason, the second Pinehurst course here is not in this game. We only have the 1st, the 4th, and the 9th courses. But not the 2nd, which makes no sense. No one's even created a second one that's anywhere near accurate. Because I was looking. Couldn't find that. Yeah. Couldn't find anything. This is not ideal. I think I can make it go there this way. And the answer is no. You can't.
No good.
Okay. Should have went that way then. For some reason it says I should use a sandwich, normal stuff here, but I'm gonna do a pitching wedge, a pitch to pitching wedge, because that makes sense. Going that way. That's pretty decent.
Not amazing, but you're out of the bunker, so that's a good thing.
And I think you need to go a bit to the right. Left to right a little bit.
Well, this one has a chance to drop. Ooh.
Oh, damn.
And here he goes, 5 feet to the cup.
Oh, my ghost is going to be starting now. Great.
Okay, this one for par. Nice putt.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, your adjusted score is 1 over par after that one.
Yeah, I can see that. Hole 3. And the crazy thing is, this isn't Pinehurst number 1 either. Because I'm looking at the yardages. And this should be a par 4 as well. And this is set, and yet this is a par 3. So this isn't quite Pinehurst either.
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, so I need like two iron aiming this way, I think. Yeah, that that's really good. Now I wanted to stop. Stop moving. And okay, well that's annoying.
And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Might as well go with the trip then. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
He's got about 8 feet to the cup.
Like quite
This
literally.
one for the save.
Yeah, Pioneers number 6 is the first course I see that has a par 3 out the third, and yet its third hole is shorter distance than this. There is no course like this, so this is a fictional course.
Nice putt there. And that'll keep you at 1 over for the round.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here.
All right, let's pop this in the fairway.
Alright, here we go. Here's the fourth hole. That was not full strength.
It's a nice looking tee shot. Okay, we're about 200 yards out here.
Well, I'll use a 4-iron then, aim this way. That was a really bad strike. That is going nowhere near it. Wow. At least I'm on the green. Now, if I had the original pins, this would be a really good spot for my ball now, but I
Okay,
don't
we're
have
putting
that.
from 29 feet out.
Kind of mostly goes that way, so I need to aim this way. A bit too much.
Ouch. Ouch.
And these greens are ridiculously fast.
Okay, 11-footer here. This is definitely makeable.
This always happens when I play a course with extremely slow greens, like what I did because I just filmed the previous episode just before this one, and then going straight into a yeah, playing a golf course with slow greens immediately into a golf course with fast greens and not used to it. So
Solid par. Well done.
Okay, he's setting up for birdie here. Let's see what happens.
there we go.
All right, 1 over for the round.
And the 5th hole. Here we go.
Let's have a nice drive out on this one.
Here we go.
Very nice. All right, we're right around 165 yards out.
All right, so 7-iron is honestly it might still be fine. 6-iron would be a bit too much. I don't know. I'll try. No, not 4-iron. I'll do a 7-iron, and then I'm gonna try this to see if it will make it up there. Yeah, that will definitely work. Okay. Okay. Should have aimed a bit more to the right. I don't know why I went more to the left.
Okay, on the green.
He's got around 165 yards to the pin from here.
There we go.
I guess he could make this one. It's quite a long one, but I guess we'll see. And here we go. He's putting for the par.
Look at that. Wow. Missed that. Because I didn't. I don't know what I was doing.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
There we go.
Way to slide that putt in there for the bird.
And he's setting up for a bogey putt here.
All right, 1 over after adjustments on that hole.
I can see that.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice,
Here we go, the
clean
6th.
drive.
Very long par 4, but there we go. That's about what I expected. Yeah. That's very interesting profile, but it's fine. Completely smack dab in the middle of the fairway. There we go.
All right, let's see what he does on this one. And he's looking at around 190 yards to the pin.
Okay. So, 7 iron should be fine.
Oh, it's heading for the green here.
Oh, that's a good. That is really dialed in. It almost hit the pin. Look at that.
Here's a putt for birdie.
I think I need to aim this way. I don't think I hit it enough. No, I did hit it.
Oh, man.
I hit it. It just didn't go over. It went too far to the right.
He sets up
Right.
14 feet out. And here we go. This one for par.
Oh yeah. Do this. There we go.
And a decent little putt to end this one. 1 over for the round.
All right. My go starts again. We're on the par 5. Here we go.
Okay, next stop fairway, right?
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna aim a bit more that way, just so I don't mess up too much.
Nice drive. Just striping it.
There we go.
Okay, this one's looking to be around 240 yards out.
Okay, now this will. I'm gonna try going for it. We'll see what happens. No. I knew that was not gonna hit it. There we go. Let's see how that works. Ooh, very accurate.
And there's some fantastic golf putting for eagle.
There we go.
Setting up for the eagle putt.
Eagle putt, which is also, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was my second. That was an albatross that I just hit. Because that was my second shot. Because if you take a look at the scorecard. Yeah. That was an albatross I got. Of course, I wasn't paying attention. The one time I finally got to this one, yeah. So, yeah, that was interesting. I don't think this is going to it. Yeah.
Get in there.
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary. Nicely done pulling off the birdie on this one.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, your adjusted score is 1 over par after that one.
Yeah, an albatross. That was incredible. I think it's the only albatross I've had in this game. And I've been playing this off and on since 2020. Yeah.
Nice bird on that last hole. Let's see another one.
Now, a 2 wood is not going to be, is going to be too much. I'm going to do a 4 wood, aim this way. Let's try that. I went into the sand trap last time, for some reason. But at least I'm on the green in this one.
Nice.
And what will go down here? He's in the sand. All right, here we go for the birdie.
Alright, birdie. Alright. This should go like this, I think. Oh, a bit too...
Oh,
yeah.
that was close.
Not enough adjustment. I mean, too much adjustment, actually. There we go.
Here is his attempt at this 18-foot putt.
I don't know how that happened.
And
Yeah.
this next putt for the par.
I should make this. Should. There we go.
Nice putt. We're in the hole. Good stuff.
And he's lining up this bogey putt.
Yeah, I like how I got an albatross and then had to get a bogey immediately afterwards. Like, what is that?
Sitting at 1 over for the round.
Nice.
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
Well, I literally don't need to do anything. I'm just going to do this. There we go.
I think this looks pretty safe. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does.
Okay.
And he's got around 160 yards to the pin from here.
Indeed. Okay, so this is very unfortunate. I'm gonna do a 7-9 like this. And this is going a bit left, but it should be decent, actually. There we go.
Looks like a 24-footer from here.
I think I do just a bit adjustment. That wasn't enough.
Oh, man. Man.
It wasn't enough adjustment.
And he's setting up for a birdie here. Okay, 11 feet out. Let's see what he does.
All right, a little 6-foot putt here.
Yeah, so evidently I missed it twice. Let's not do that again. I proceed to do the exact same thing! Like, what was that?
And if he sinks this, that's going to be bogey.
Proceed to do the exact same
All
thing
right, nice little 2-foot putt.
as my ghost.
Decent little putt there. Sitting at 3 over for the round here.
10.
Okay, let's see what happens here on this par 4. Let's go ahead and drop this one into the fairway and take it from there.
Yeah, here we go.
Sweet. All right, let's see how he does.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we have around 155 yards to go.
155 yards, and we have a 7-iron that's too much, and 9-iron that's not enough. Again. So we gotta do this again.
Ooh, looks like you're going to be putting.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I mean, that's the best I could do without the fact that I had no 8-iron. But yeah. At least I got on the green, I guess. Yeah, my ghost didn't.
All right, this putt for the birdie.
Well, I'm gonna adjust a bit more than that. Hey, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
He's got a 9-footer here.
I got a birdie finally.
And that'll keep you at 2 over for the round.
Par 5.
Hole number 11.
The 11th, where I can just do probably that and it'll be fine.
That drive was crazy.
There we go. Hey, boy.
And let's see how this hole goes down for him.
Okay. I'm not sure what I was doing here, but going way that way for some reason. Here's 2 wood. I definitely should be able to make this. There we go. Look at that. Pretty decent eagle opportunity here. There we go.
Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed.
Okay, about an 18-footer here.
Okay. So let's see. Hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Not enough adjustment.
Yeah. $13 for his putt here. All right, drop this one in. This one for birdie.
There we go.
Yes. All right, your adjusted score is 2 over par after that one.
There we
Okay, and we find ourselves now on the 12th hole. Let's see what you can do.
go. 12th hole. Here we go. Aim this way because the dog leg to the left. Well, that's a bit too much adjustment. Doing that, well, if I hit it great, that would be nice. I didn't hit it great. Yeah.
Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does.
To be fair, my ghost did the exact same thing. So, it doesn't really help much.
Okay, we are very deep in the rough. Careful with this one.
Well, according to this, I need to use a 4-iron just to get it enough carry to get over here. So let's use a 4-iron. Well, going straight from that to sand. Alright. Well, I actually recovered that quite nicely last time. Yeah, the previous time. Like, it almost went in the hole again, which would have been the eagle from the rough, which would have been insane.
Everyone ends up in the beach from time to time.
And he used a gap wedge instead of a sand wedge here. There we go.
Well, you're on the green. That is decent. Okay, this one to save par.
Ah, that's easy.
No, this one could go. And you're in the hole with a nice.
It almost didn't,
And
and I was
he's
very
putting this one
concerned.
for birdie.
It almost didn't go in.
3 over for the round.
Here's the 13th. Okay.
Okay, let's send this little ball on its way.
No, well, a little bit of adjustment actually, but there we go. Especially because I didn't hit it that.
This one
that
looks
great.
pretty safe.
Didn't hit it amazingly.
And now he's looking at 200 yards or so to the pin.
3 iron. Okay. So 4 iron is going to be too much. So I'm going to use a 6 iron. Here we go. Yeah, that should be good, especially due to how fast the greens are. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Good stuff.
Well, he could make this, I guess. It is quite a long putt, though.
I did make it.
All right, 14 feet to the hole.
Aim like this way.
Yeah.
That was way too much. Like, what the heck was that?
Okay, 11 footer here. This is definitely makeable.
And what too? Yeah, I had too much adjustment, and I had too little adjustment.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Setting up here for the bogey.
Well done.
Like, that was just bad.
All right, 4 over is the adjusted score after that hole.
And the 14th, which is a par 3, of course. Here, a little hybrid from the looks of it. Yeah. And basically, not quite hitting it. I mean, I did hit it, but just nowhere near it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so I think the hybrid is actually fine here. Because of the wind against it. I mean, it would be, but it didn't go near the hole at all. Alright. Alright, that's pretty decent.
This is sheer insanity. How is he going to do this? Let's just wait and find out. Okay, he's got 9 feet to go.
Let's see if we can save par on this putt here.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Well done. And that'll keep you at 4 over for this round.
Now to the 15th. Here we go. Now I just realized I don't think the reason why I think maybe the reason why it's like this because the output is at 30 FPS. Has it
Okay,
been
let's
at 30 FPS this
plunker
whole
in the fairway.
I mean, is that 15,000 kilobits megabit? Yeah, 15. But it seems to me that it's not at recording at 60 FPS for some reason. Anyways, I'm gonna aim this way.
Nice.
I am. Sand wedge punch, sure. Well, it was decent. It wasn't the best. Okay. Can I chip it in is the question. I don't think I can. I haven't done that in a while. Especially if it went left. Like, what was that? I think I moved right and it aimed left.
And this one he's going to take a stab at for birdie.
Okay, this one to save par.
Aim there, and that should be good.
Nice putt. We're in there. And that'll keep you at 5 over for the round.
Alright, the 16th. Here we go. There we go.
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
And another situation with a 6 iron would be not enough, and 4 iron is a bit too much. So I gotta do this. Well, basically doing the exact same thing as my ghost did. That's fun. Oh, I need to aim it like this way. Sure, down. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
Oh, there we go again. That, okay.
Oh,
And
that's
there
tough.
it goes.
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary.
Yeah, I'm just not playing the best right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, come back.
Oh my goodness. Basically doing the exact same thing as 2 shots ago.
All right, let's drop this one in for the double bogey.
There.
Nice putt, you're in there.
And a 5-foot putt for him.
And there we go.
Sitting at 7 over for the round.
17th. Seriously, something weird with the recording. I've noticed it for a while, but I don't think it's at 60 FPS like it should be.
Okay, grip it, rip it, let's go.
Yeah, but it is at 60, but this doesn't look like it is. There we go.
So far, so good for this one.
Whee!
You might need to take an extra club on this one. That green is pretty elevated.
Yeah. Oh, 7.9's too. 7.9's too much. Let's try. Yeah, let's see. Well, that was a really bad shot, but let's see if the 7.9 would be enough. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the case. Way too much is what that is. Alright, so I'm gonna just go with a 9 iron then. Might as well be over there and then way over there. So
Looks like he's around 130 yards out from here.
and we a pitch instead of a normal shot. Probably the same issue essentially is what I'm thinking that's happening here. So yeah. There we go.
33 feet to the hole here.
Okay, so I need to. Looks like I'm mostly going that way actually, so aim that way. Ugh. Okay.
He's got about 7 feet to the cup from here. Here we go. This next one for par.
There we go.
Solid stroke on that one, bud. And your adjusted score after that hole is 7 over par.
Yeah, the 18th. The final hole for this one. Here we go.
Okay, let's give her a smash here.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, tee shot's looking good. All right, he's got around 250 yards to the pin from here.
Interesting camera angle there. But yeah. That's interesting. 4 wood should be fine. 2 wood would actually be too much, I'd imagine. So 4 wood. Yeah, there we go. Eagle opportunity.
Look at you go. On the green and under regulation, putting for eagle here. Good stuff.
Same as my ghost, but I don't think my ghost made it. Actually, it did. Wow. Okay. Well,
And this next putt for the eagle. Let's go.
I don't think we're gonna make that, but here we go. That almost
That was a
went
tough
in.
one.
Wow. That was actually impressive. But there we go.
Here we go. Drop this one for birdie.
There we go.
Nice putt.
And we're done with that. Okay.
And at the end of the day, your adjusted score is 7 over par.
Handicap went down a bit.
All right, thanks for playing today, and we'll see you next time.
16.2 to 15.9. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we also leveled up to 26. We got 3 new things. Yay. But yeah, that was a pretty decent thing. Yeah, handicap went up by 0.3. But yeah. Somehow got the exact same fairway and greens and regulation set up. Not sure how that happened. But yeah. But yeah. So that concludes that, and next time we'll probably go back to Eastern Hills, Texas Country Club place that I made to try out the second pins. So thank you, Links, for watching me play some of the Golf Club 2019. I will see you links later.